Good morning, my friends. Welcome to our first of two live broadcasts. And we had our first boot camp session last night. And I know we're going to have a lot of new folks that participated in that session. And we didn't get a chance to look at your profiles. We didn't get a chance to answer your questions. And so we're going to do a little bit of that today, as well as demonstrating our special project launch script that people are absolutely going wild with. And of course, it only works when you're talking to the right people. Now, let me kind of flip over here. Now, I just finished up a coaching session with Pat, and Pat and I started working together 10 years ago when LinkedIn was just really getting going. And probably one of my favorite testimonials was he had just blown $5,000 on a social media coach who insisted the only way to build a business, he has a horse business, was to set up a website and set up a funnel, and then you need to build up a list, so you need traffic, and you need this whole rigmarole. And I said, Pat, you don't have to do that. So he went into my boot camp, and we laugh about it now because it was like $500. And he started on December the 1st, and by, I think it was Christmas Eve, he sends me a note and he says, I can't believe how effective this is. I've already connected with somebody that has a huge list. He was using LinkedIn. And my favorite part of his testimonial was that my wife told me last night that she's happily eating her words. She was skeptical about working with you. So now we started to work again. He's come back to me. He made over $1 million with what I taught him last time. And that was without coaching. I mean, he was just in my boot camp. So now I'm working with him one-on-one. I'm in his accounts. And I just want to demonstrate how the process works, okay? So as soon as you bring somebody into your business, and this is going to work on you. So 12 minutes ago, we changed his picture. And we've already had a whole bunch of people that have reacted and responded to this that he can start a conversation with. We posted a motivational quote. And again, people reacted, people responded. He could talk to any one of these folks. We posted a joke. This was 20 minutes ago. And look over here. People are still continuing to respond. This, my friends, is attraction marketing. This gives you the opportunity to start a conversation with people that you're already connected to, all right? Now, for those of you that are in boot camp, and I know we have some folks here from the UK, and last night was too late. I mean, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. You're not going to get up and do our live boot camps. When you go to log in to my website, and we go over to the January boot camp, by the end of today, there's going to be a welcome video up here. We did it last night. It was the first part of boot camp. And then it's really important to download the boot camp directions. What this is going to do is it's going to give you step-by-step instructions on the times you could reach out to me, how to ask me questions. Download it. The weekly goal sheet. This is going to be incredibly important. We introduced this, I think it was 4 years ago, when we introduced our 90-day game plan. And it was so effective that now we're making it a part of our boot camps. It's in our scripts book. And then the other thing is our case studies. So you want to download these, and then we have general videos on creating a page, connecting with people, communicate with them, and close them. Instead of waiting for the actual sessions, you could watch these. You could watch them all in one day. And then every week, or every time we have a boot camp session, we're going to come in here and we're going to work with people on this particular subject. Now, I am really excited about what this is going to do for everybody's growth, because people, the regular way we were doing it, the results have been astronomical, and I've already gotten feedback from some of the folks in boot camp. In fact, if there's anybody here in boot camp that's already made some sales, please let me know. Now, you're going to have access to these videos for 12 months. That means on February the 1st, if you're registered for the February boot camp, you just click on this and you'll have access to the new material. Every time you register for a boot camp, you're going to have access to the information right away. Now, the information up here may not change. Okay? None of this information may change. The information down here is all relevant to the people that are working in the boot camp. And, you know, with the create part, Facebook is coming out with a whole new version, and so we'll go in here and we'll update these at the appropriate time. Okay? So I am really excited about what 2020 is going to do for a lot of you, and I just want you all to remember that the most important part of all of this is conversation. Conversation. You need to use Facebook. You need to use LinkedIn to talk to people. That is what it's all about. So, anybody have any questions? Anybody have anything they want me to take a look at? Rebecca just enrolled another one. Let's, what I'm going to do is I'm going to log out of Pat's account. And I tell you what I'm going to do. This is the link that you all can use. I'm going to put this in the chat window. So this is the link that you all can use to access all of these neat emojis that you see me working with. And you'll be able to use them, download them, put them on your computer, and you'll be able to dazzle your prospects too. Where is the recording of last night's boot camp? Hey, Bill. It's 20 after 8. It's 20 after 9. Okay. It's probably going to take a couple of hours for my guys who, one of them lives on the West Coast, so my guess is by 2 o'clock it'll be up. Okay, if there's anybody from last night that wants me to look at their profile, and this is what I was talking about, okay? The most effective use of participating in boot camp is to interact with me, to ask questions, to have me go over whatever it is that you want me to go over, whether it's looking at your profile or whether it's checking out conversations that you're having with your prospects. Okay, and Yvonne, we will address that in a minute. So Rebecca just got another one, so let's unmute Rebecca. Now Rebecca teaches school, so
Good morning, Max.
Good morning, Rebecca. So you got another one?
Yes. Yes, I used the, and I have a few more appointments. I used the special launch script, and she enrolled last night as a builder. And I have a few more appointments. You know, my question is, you know, once they say, sure, they're interested, you know, I have different responses to how I go about the second response, and that's where I would like a little bit of help from you.
Okay.
If you could, so take a look at that.
Yeah. So the person that let's look at the person you just enrolled.
Okay.
What's your name?
Stacy Livingston.
Stacy?
Yes.
Whoops. Now here's the thing. You have to decide when as you're talking to people, you're learning about them. So she's an education administrator, and you're a teacher.
Right.
So you're gonna have a field day with this.
Yeah. No, I know.
All right. So let's kind of look at how this works. Now, okay, so you connect with her over the summer in August.
Right.
And now, this is what I mean. It's not necessary to keep track of everybody because, you know, on your birthday, she wished you a happy birthday. Now, That's what makes the birthday script work so well. You can make tomorrow your birthday and you're going to hear from all these people. So what do? I'm an administrator. Okay. How long have you been doing it? Well, she didn't tell you. Okay, 18 years. Do you like being an administrator better than a teacher? Well, she didn't answer that. So now you come back, and this is what I mean. The most important part of this process is making the connection. So now you wish her a Happy New Year, and you hit her with the project launch script. Now, how well this works is really going to depend on your relationship with the other person. In many cases, you've had an ongoing conversation, you've learned all about them. You haven't, very little here. Would you like to know more about it? And she goes, sure. So you have to be sensitive to one-word answers. And then we ask her about network marketing, and she says none. Okay. So, and you told me, you know, you like the phone. So you set up a phone call. Now, when you got her on the phone, what did you do?
Well, she was so easy, you know. I thought I'd have to do more pre-talk, but she was going along. I said, "This is what we're going to do." I gave her the link. I used my company tools, and you know, my history is that I have I've been doing this for a long time, so I used to be heavily on the phone. So I'm good on. That's my strength is talking and telling my story. So.
So you did that. I mean, you got to.
But it's interesting. Normally, I tell my story before I go into my company tool. Mm-hmm. But I just felt her out, and she was so open that I went into the link and I did the preview. And then after she watched the preview and filled out the survey of, I did the 1, 2, 3 go.green. After she filled in the survey, I went into my pre-talk about my experience with the company and the money I've earned.
Mm-hmm.
But that's me because I have a history and I've earned money.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I related it because I'm a teacher, she's, an administrator. And, I got that instant rapport with her after I told my story. But that's me. Do you know what I mean? Like, can everyone do that? I don't know. Like everyone, my new people, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that because they don't have the history, they don't have the story like I do.
Right.
So and then I enrolled her. I told her I have a powerful story. I was earning true residual income for the last 14 years, and because I stopped working my business and I was still getting my checks.
Right.
So that's powerful, and that's my story, and that's how I used to build my business before you. You know what I mean? So, but how duplicatable is that? So that's what I need to know. I need to find something online that I could teach my people that they can do right away off the bat.
Okay. First thing you want to do is you want to take your story, and I remember we've got it written someplace about, you've been with the company for so many years and you went away and for 18 years.
Right.
Okay. That's your story. Now.
Right.
When somebody gets into the business for the first time, they have no success. So what they're going to do is they're going to borrow your story.
Right.
In other words, listen, I'm working with this wonderful person, and she's working with this company so they're going to borrow your story. Now, you want to convert your story to a paragraph or two.
Okay.
So, and then you can share this with your new recruits, so they're going to be able to make that part of their story. Now, your new recruits are probably not going to be as comfortable doing it on the telephone.
Right.
Okay? So, what you want to do as their upline is you want to get your people to the point where they're interested in other words, they're using the project launch script. They're working with a top leader in the company. And then what you're going to do is when they find somebody that's interested, what you're going to do is you're going to do it with them. So you want to help these people, and what you can do is you could arrange for the live session. You get them to schedule it around your time, and it's convenient with their prospect. So when they get somebody that says sure or yes, I'm interested, and we're setting up a time, the time has got to be convenient for you, so you can be on it with them. And what I would also do is I would record it. Okay? So you record, so the way it's going to work is, let's say it's me, Stacy's my prospect. I'm not going to tell them that, or sometimes I might say, listen, I just gotten into this business, and so there may be some questions. No, they just say, schedule the time. When the other person gets on the line, you say, Stacy, we're really lucky. One of the top leaders in the company was available, and I asked Rebecca to be on here to help, because I'm sure there are going to be questions you might have that I won't be able to know the answer to, at which time you can talk, and you already know all about them, and you could, if you felt it was necessary, share your story, and then take them through the program while your new recruit is listening. Okay? And then you might do 3 or 4 of them until they feel comfortable to do it on their own. Now, as far as explaining the business, everybody's different. So you've got those tools, and in your situation, in your business, it's got you don't put them through the 1, 2, 3 go thing virtually. It's got to be live, so you've got plenty of time to schedule a time. You should let everybody know. Typically, I'm going to be available on so many days at so much time,
Mm-hmm.
so that they know, and they just need to verify it. And so as you start growing your business, what's going to happen is on a daily basis, you're still reaching out to people, you're still prospecting and recruiting and doing your own stuff, but now you're going to spend a little bit of time doing three-way calls and closing the people that you're connected to, or that helping close the people that just came into the business. And remember that what you're trying, so does that help you with what do I do next?
Yes, but I would like my second response to sure. If you could just type that out for me, that would really help me. Two possible responses when someone says they're interested. I've been playing with two different ones,
mm-hmm.
and I'm not sure which one I like better. I don't know.
Well, which one?
I'd be delighted to show you which companies have you been involved with. In fact, if you want to look at my last response, I didn't answer her yet. She's been with, what's her name? Let me see what her name is. She was my last, Roxanne Oates.
How do you spell Roxanne?
Roxanne.
Okay. So you reached out to, I help coaches and course creators build irresistible offers that grow your list. So this is another one of examples of these folks that are out there promoting as a small business owner. So she's been doing this for 6 years. And she also works with Infusionsoft. And so we're looking at notary, certified online business manager. She works with Infusionsoft. And okay, and she's got her little consulting business. So you reached out to her. Okay, she helps coaches. And so she reached out to you. And because you've got coach in your profile, how long have you been on LinkedIn? So this was back in October. A month later, she writes back, what do you do? I'm the most, she's a funnel strategist. Well, this time I got over 200% return on her investment on her Facebook ads. So it's kind of interesting, and she's teaching people to do things that you don't have to do to build a business. And so, all right, so I've been teaching. How long have you been with your company? So I've had my company. So that was in November. Now we come back at the end of the year, and you hit her with the pre-launch, the launch script. And would you like to know more about it? And she says, I'm interested. Okay, so now we want to find out what they did, and we also wanted to make sure the name of your company wasn't listed among them. So I've been part of a few, never had any success.
No, she did list Melanie.
No, she did? No, I didn't see it. Oh, yeah, and Maluka. Okay. That's
Which
right.
means nothing because she wasn't a part of my team, you know.
Well, the other thing is, the other thing is, how long ago was it? Okay? So the first question you'd ask is, how long ago companies? That's one question. And the other question is, why do you think you weren't successful? Because, I mean, if you're such a genius with funnels and all that other stuff, why didn't you apply some of that to working with these businesses? So, first, that's what we want to find out. Um, so, um, so we're going to come over here, and now we got the questions. Never had any success. So the first thing is we work with the last one. Well, how long ago? This is a number. Why do you think you weren't successful? So we can make a statement like, many things have changed in network marketing over the past few years, thanks to social networks like LinkedIn and Facebook. How long? So we'll make a little space here, and we want to find out how long ago did she try, and why does she think she wasn't successful? Now, when she comes back and tells you why, now, because you're saying, okay, now I'm about to, now this is where you're going to tell your story, and the truth is that you have developed a system that can have people adding a few people to their business every week in an hour or two a day. It's proven, and you'd like to show it to her. But specifically, you're going to want to come back and say, well, what happened to you? You know, why do you think you weren't successful? And it might be a general answer. And then you're going to come back and you're going to go, well, so what happened to Maluka? And how long ago did you try it? And once you know why she didn't have success, now you can go back and show her how she can have success on LinkedIn. And one of the things that I would do, okay, so she's a business coach. So you can come up here. Okay, and look at all the business coaches that are on LinkedIn. There's there's over 2.8 million business coaches, and most of these people have experience in network marketing. So here she's an independent business coach at LuLaRoe. And let's take a look at this one. So we come down here and we look to see, says what she does. Now, the problem is there's no activity. There's no activity. But let's see if you were able to communicate with her. So she accepted you, but she never responded. Where'd you get this?
This was before you. Am I still unmuted?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah,
before
yeah. This is before me?
Yeah.
No kidding. Did this ever work for you?
Not really, no.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Well, I did get the connections, but it didn't work.
Well, yeah.
Actually, it worked once out of, hundreds. So
Right.
it's not, it didn't work.
Yeah, no, it's not in my scripts book. Now, the fact that now here's the thing though. LuLaRoe, I believe, is out of business. They had this was back in 2017. So I don't believe they're still in business. So we can go over here on the internet. LuLaRoe, MLM, out of business.
I mean, I have a question, Max.
Yeah.
So when you say, I should say, tell my story. Now, my story is, if you go to Margaret Reinold, you'll see I had sent her my story a few years ago. So would you say that would be my story, and then go into, well, I've developed a system where I'm adding people into my business on a daily basis, a proven system.
Yeah.
Where I'm adding people to our team. So I would tell my story in a paragraph. Then the second paragraph would be, I've developed a system where we're adding people to our team on a daily basis in just 1 to 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
And then my question would be, would you like more information?
Right.
Okay.
Right. So here, like I said, LuLaRoe went out of business. So now, knowing that, we don't know how long it's been since we don't know how long it's been. For all we know, she isn't very active. So here's what you do with a situation like this. You come back over here, and what we're going to do is we're going to hit her with a GIF. Happy New Year. I want to wish you a Happy New Year. I hope this is a great year for you. And now we want to ask a question. So what goals have you set for this year? Okay? So now she's either going to see it and answer it or not. LuLaRoe went out of business last April. So she may have walked away. She may have walked away from everything. You don't know. You don't know. So, basically that's really what you do. So all of you here have benefited from Rebecca's results. So Rebecca, let me ask you. So since you started with this script and everything, how many people have you enrolled?
Well, I did quite a few overviews. I did about 7 overviews, and out of the overviews, believe it or not, I enrolled 4, but 2 have not placed their orders, which means that's only 2 enrollments. I only count the people who've placed their orders. I mean, one guy says he just reached out to me yesterday and said, look, I'm getting the money together. But so I really have 2 definite enrollments and possibly, another one from that. But I have 3 more appointments set up.
Okay, so wait a minute. So
And yeah,
out
I
of
mean, I have my numbers at home. Believe it or not, I'm at work right now on a
okay.
break.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my numbers. I try to, I sent out a lot with the special launch project.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
I don't know. My question to you now is, do I continue with this script?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But I mean, many of the people I sent it to, it was just the first or second connection.
No,
It was
no,
just
no.
the reaching out.
No. What you
And
want?
so,
What you want to do is lighten up on sending it out to first connections. Okay.
okay.
And what you want to do is you want to focus first. It doesn't matter how many you send out. The number that you want to count is how many people were interested in more information. So whatever that
Okay.
and then you take that number, how many people wanted the information, and then how many appointments were you able to set. So it's people,
Okay.
and then we're going to look at out of the actual appointments that you kept, how many people did you sign up? And,
Okay.
and what you're going to see is the percentage is going to be outrageously high.
Okay.
All right? And
Right.
so congratulations on that. Shoot me over some, when you're in your a position to okay. So we can kind of keep track of your numbers. Now we have some other questions here, and let me kind of move these things around so it's a little bit more organized. Okay, so Yvonne, I am in the UK, and so let's look for Yvonne. So Yvonne, tell me if you see yourself.
Hello?
Hello, Yvonne, do you see yourself here?
No, and the reason why is maybe even a year ago, I signed up to LinkedIn, started my profile, and then had a panic attack about, I just don't know what to put. So life gets in the way, moved on. And then whilst I've been doing my business for a few years now, I must admit I've got too comfortable with it because I've got a good team. I need to push myself. And when researching the other week, I came across you on the internet. And I thought, LinkedIn, okay, because I've not even been on Facebook for months because of friends, family, and all this sort of thing. And so I thought, well, let me have a think about LinkedIn. So I watched some of your YouTube videos, and it all seemed to strike a chord with me. And I've set my goal this year to get to the next rank. Oh, there I am.
Which one?
Yeah, holding me gold. That's the one. Yeah, I've done absolutely nothing. So I've downloaded your profile checklist thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm about to start to do that this afternoon, but then I got this thing about the webinar because I was trying to find the special project what's it called? The special project launch script webinar that kept being on at 2 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't happening for me, so I kept trying to find the replay and I can't find it. But through watching some of your YouTube videos, I thought this really resonates with me. So I'm really keen to find out more, hence why I took the time to come onto this. I mean, I did send a support ticket in through Zendesk to try and find where I could find it, because I didn't know how to find it. Because the link I kept coming across kept saying something about May 2019. So I thought, well, this could be an old link that I keep being referred to.
If I don't know, let me see. I'm not sure if I loaded up the actual script.
I watched a bunch of them videos this morning and last night.
The script itself, I believe, in one of these, and I'm not sure which one it was, where I actually went into the script. But it isn't so much of having the script. You really have to know how to use it. And
yes.
Okay. So probably the best thing for you, and I assume you're building carrot bars?
Yeah, I've been with the company about 5 years now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what you want to do, let me pop over here. So I sent you a friend request on Facebook, and I'll put this message in here. You won't see it until you accept me as a friend. But if you go to www.maxsteingart.com/boot camp, you can jump into boot camp, and
yes.
If you use the code ANEWU, you can participate in boot camp. You can participate in boot camp for, I think it's $79. But
yes, that's correct.
Since you've been in the business a long time, and you really want to move it up a bit, I would suggest www.maxsteingart.com/retreat combo, which will get you in boot camp, but it'll also get you in our 2-day top earner retreat, and it will get you the 90-day game plan, which is where the strategies to use the product launch book, and where the strategy for using it is, that's where it came from. It's a very, very and this would be all for $246, and there's a 2 payment option. But that would be my suggestion. I could the actual script is in one of those Ask Max is in one of those videos on YouTube, but it's knowing how and when to use it.
Exactly, and that's why I've come on here in order to try and learn which is going to be the best product. I've made a decision to buy something from you, so hey, you made a sale, don't know what yet, and I just wanted your guidance and advice.
I hear it. Well, let me ask you a question. I've got one spot in my schedule for private coaching if you really want to go fast, but we can talk about that later. I've still got a few more people to answer, and then I'll be back to you. Okay, now so Denise wants to know, what do you do when someone continually pushes their products and service on you? Okay? Well, Denise, what you do is you need to let them know when basically what you do when somebody tries to push your business on you, what you do is you don't want to have a discussion about their business or their product. What you do is you come back and say, well, how long have you been doing this? How long have you been doing this? And they'll tell you. And let me unmute you.
Hello?
Yeah, hi Denise. Why don't I do this? Are you talking to them on YouTube, on LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pop over here, and I'm gonna log out of her account. Let me get now. So typically, here's what you want to do. You don't want to have a discussion with them about their business. Denise, what's your email address to get into your account?
Btolan. BTOLA.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. What you do is you want to talk about them. So we'll come over and we'll say, well, how long have you been doing this? And then what did you do before? What other networking companies did you work with? Do you remember what your name is?
It's Maria Hebert.
M-A-R-I?
Yeah. I-E.
I-E, okay.
Oh, excuse me, I-A, sorry. Maria.
Okay,
Yep, her.
all right. Now, I help network marketers start and grow. This is another one, okay? By using LinkedIn to close high-value clients without ads. Well, you know how to do that.
Right.
Okay? So we come down here and we see the hard way. All right, so she's been doing this for 9 months. And so what is she trying to sell you, this master class? Do you know what that is?
I have no idea.
Okay, I can tell you. No, it's Gloria McDonald.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So she is an affiliate promoting Gloria McDonald. Now, we come down here a little bit further, and this is all Gloria McDonald.
Okay.
Okay, and she's been doing it for 10 months. That's all. All right? Now, here's the thing. I mean, I take my hats off to Gloria, because Maria, for the last 9 months, in addition to trying to do this, obviously is doing something else. Okay? So I just endorse you for some skills. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Give me a break.
Right. That was my thought too.
I like to do you a favor, so if you don't mind me doing it, it works for both of us. Okay. So now we come back here and we'll say, thanks so much for sharing this. Now, did you reach out to her or did she reach out to you? Do you remember?
I reached out to her.
Okay, so you reached out to her. Okay, so now, how long have you been doing this? Okay? Now, to get her attention, because she's active, what we're going to do is we're going to come up and we're going to hit her with an emoji. And since it's early in the morning here, we'll hit her with the one with the cup of coffee. And it's
hiding.
Yeah. Where's our little cup of coffee here? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the other one, and here it is, right here. So you send her that, All right. Now, it's not going to take her long to see this, and she's going to write back to you right away because she thinks that I got one, I got one. Okay? So now what you want to do is you want to come back because see, she is selling somebody else's training program.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, frankly, I could do the same thing. Okay, I could say, hey, listen, you go out and you sell my program, and I'll pay you more money selling my program than you would make selling your products for your company. Okay, I could do that, but it's disingenuous if I'm really interested in your betterment. Okay, I don't want you selling my program. I want you learning how to sell a business that's going to generate residual income. Okay? But
Right.
It blows me away that naive people, fall into that. So what you want to know first is how long have you been doing this? First. Now, the next question is, okay, 9 months. The question is, what did you do? What else are you doing? What else are you doing to earn a living? Because
Okay.
Maria, you sure as hell ain't earning enough money to live off of this. Not if you, okay? So the next thing is, what else are you doing? What other network marketing companies have you worked with? Don't talk about what they're trying to sell you. Talk about them. What did you do before you started doing this? What experience do you have with network marketing? What companies have you worked with? Why do you think you weren't successful in any of those? And the reason you could ask that question is because if she was successful, she wouldn't be doing this.
Right. Okay.
Okay? And of course, the other thing is, if you look at her profile, okay? Now, let's go up here for a minute and let's look at her contact information. Okay, so you can see her phone number. She doesn't have her birthday listed.
Nope.
All right. Now you can see her email because you're her first level connection. Now, if I would be willing to bet you that if I go over to my LinkedIn, okay, and I pop in, bring up her profile on mine, see, she's on my second level. All right, so now if I go to look at her contact information, like I said, I'm not going to see her email address.
Yeah.
Okay, so right off the bat, you know more about social media than she does.
Okay.
But she,
Right.
and all she's doing here, all of this right here, is she's being taught to do this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and just like we saw with Rebecca, people are out there being taught things
Mm-hmm.
that don't work. With consistency, anything is possible. All right. Well, that's true. But have you, but there's also the definition of insanity.
Yeah. And consistency can take a really, really, really long time.
Well, I'll tell you something. There are people that frankly can make a very nice living as an affiliate marketer out there selling stuff. And the truth is that, by the way, I think she spelled attraction marketing wrong.
She did.
But see, now another thing that I would do is, let's go over here, take a look at her connections. All right, and so I'd start taking a look at some of her connections, because she got all these affiliate marketers. Okay, I'd reach out to all of them.
Okay.
And well, some of them, some of them.
Oh yeah.
But some of these are, are basically doing the same thing that, man, it just doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't work. So how are you, everything starting to come together for you?
It is.
You starting to have fun?
I'm getting more bold, so it's working.
Okay, all right. Well, bold is good. I mean,
Yeah.
are you starting to enjoy this?
I am.
Okay. Okay. Well, listen, just pop on here as much as you can, and
Yeah.
you know we're here to answer your questions between our private sessions.
Absolutely.
All right, you're gonna be great.
Okay.
You're gonna be great. All right, so let me take a look. We got any other questions? Um, Now, Kristen is asking, is there a special launch script for new recruits that are leveraging Kristen? It's the same. It's the same script. You heard me talking to Rebecca about how. Now, Dee says that LuLaRoe is still in business. Okay, well. Now, let's see here. So this is what Karen does. You know, I'd be delighted to give you more information about what I do. Since I talk faster than I type, that sounds familiar. The best way for you to fully understand how it works is for us to jump on a quick call. Would you be open to finding a good time for us to chat on the phone? So I'm going to take this, and then she gets them on a Zoom. And says I could chat with you today. I also have time tomorrow. And then she gives them her number. Okay? So what I'm going to do, whoops, I had it. Here, right here. So I'm going to put this in the chat for everybody. Let me scroll up. Okay, now I'm going to be back at Karen. I don't right now. I've kind of run over, but I'll be back at 1 o'clock and I can do it then. All right, now I'm looking to see who is here from boot camp, and I'm gonna scream. Okay, so before I shut down, let me look at try to bring up James, and actually so James, do you see yourself here? Actually, what I should probably do is I should do it from here. Oops. So James, you see yourself? And unmute you. And let's look at
Can you hear me?
yes, I can. So, do you see? Did you see yourself here?
No.
Okay.
It's a
What?
very common name, so.
I'm sorry. What?
I have a very common name, so.
Okay. So, what state are you in?
Florida.
Okay. That any better? Well, let's see how many there are. There's only 1,500. So, let's do the city. What city are you in?
Do West Palm Beach.
That ought to do it.
Third one down.
The third one.
Yeah.
Okay. So first and foremost, notice that you're totally invisible. Your picture's not showing up, which that's something that you need to turn on. Oh, okay. Well, you're just getting started, I see. Okay. All right. So snap up the Universal Profile Guide, and that'll help you, set this thing up so that you could be more visible. Now, how long have you been working for the post office?
13 years.
Okay. Now, let's come up here and let's look for. And what business are you in? What are you trying to sell?
I'm in Hemp Works.
Okay. So if we come over here and we look for people who work at the post office, according to this, there's three. Well, let's do post office. Let's do postal worker. Hit the enter key. So you have the back button here. Postal worker, hit the enter key. So you got 47,000 people that work at the post office that you could be talking to about the business. You could also you got USPS. See how many people on LinkedIn? So you got 275,000 people. So there's clearly no shortage of opportunities for you all to talk to people. So at the end of the day, it's all going to come down to conversation. Okay, now this product launch script creates urgency, faster enrollments. For those of you that are not registered for boot camp, go to maxsteingart.com/bootcamp. Use the promo code ANEWYOU. Our boot camp started last night, and we're here to help all of you master a fast and simple way to build your business. And LinkedIn has front doors and back doors for you to connect and communicate with people without paying for it. And that's what we're here to help all of you do. And I'm excited, I really am excited for all of you, because we just started our new boot camp, and we're going to show you the entire process of creating your page, connecting with people, communicate with them, and close them. Our goal, if you all take advantage of the training that's available to you, is to help everybody make 5 sales before the end of boot camp.